And now another story of inspiration here. Epilepsy has often been a stigmatized disease associated with curses or even demon possession.
This stigma has often barred patients from seeking early treatment.
But as Samson Otieno found out, epilepsy is treatable with those recovered living productive lives, or those who have recovered living productive lives.
23-year-old Ivan Asimiu seems to have borne the brunt of stigma associated with epilepsy from way back in school.
In my high school, I was in Uganda. It was a bit challenging because it was far from home. Nilipata attack. Kupata attack, like the whole DH was empty time niliamka. Everyone had run, including the cooks. They went and called the matron of the school. So I was taken to the hospital for some few checkups. And by around 5 a.m., I was in a bus back to Nairobi, all the way from Kampala.
The stigma came back to haunt her again in adulthood when she got employed.
So it was an early morning. I was serving a customer who was heading to work. So unfortunately I got an attack. And the food I was carrying, kumserve, ikamwagikia na ikamwagika chini. So the customer hakutaka kuelewa. Yeye aliona kama ni madharau. So nilimchoma, nikamwaga kila kitu yenye alikuwa ameoda. And akaanza kunitusi. And he called the manager of the hotel. The manager never wanted me to explain anything. He started being harsh to me.
Whereas Eva fortunately finished school, 12-year-old Michael's epileptic condition has barred him from class, with the frequency of seizures leaving several scars on his body.
Wenye wako na watoto kama hawa wako na ulemavu wanakuwa na challenges nyingi sana. Sababu mtoto kama huu huwezi acha ati ukatafute. Pengine huna mtu wa boost ama kusaidia ili upate hizi madawa.
The myths that link epilepsy to curses or demon possession shroud the fact that it is actually a disease.
Basically, epilepsy is a neurological condition, and by neurological condition, it's a condition that affects the brain. Yeah, so being that it affects the brain, it causes something known as a seizure. Yeah, seizures are excessive electrical discharges that are produced within your brain, and when they are overproduced, they cause a seizure, which is basically a physical reaction to the discharges that have happened within your brain.
Kwa sababu sisi kama tungejua kuna matibabu, sisi tungekaa tu hivyo. Tunafikiri mtoto ni ugonjwa. Lakini wakati tuliambiwa na tukaenda kwa daktari, na sasa akatuambia sasa mtoto atapata, akitumia hizi madawa atakuwa sawa.
Sentiments reinforced by Teddy Oburu, who in her decade of practice as a clinic administrator at Kenya Association of Welfare of People with Epilepsy, has seen several patients recover to living fulfilling lives.
Seizures have stopped, maybe after 3 to 5 years. They no longer need to take medication, and some have gotten families, beautiful families, and they come back to us and say, oh boy, I don't even know what I could ever pay for this. Money can't pay the joy they feel.
Mr. Lawrence Kioko is a living testimony that epilepsy can be treated, having been on medication for 5 years and eventually went out of it.
Before I was put under medication, I was taking phenobarbital. Then it was changed to phenytoin, which now I took according to the doctor's prescription. I was taking one pill. By the time I was completing my primary school education, I was taking a quarter. And the condition had already settled down.
Epilepsy is a disease or a health condition just like any other. And with the society full of information, let's join hands in fighting the stigma and help people with epilepsy live their life to the maximum. For KBC News, I am Samson Otieno.